Hi, everyone. I'm Nancy.
And I'm Stephanie.
And if you enjoy our show, please like and subscribe.
And hit that notification bell.
We're also on Instagram at TWiN, and you can also find us on X. Okay, let's get right into this.
It's the final countdown.
Okay, so People magazine comes out today with Meghan on the cover. It's a nightmare. You know, the entire article is going to be an absolute train wreck. I haven't read it. Steph hasn't read it. We're going to react to it with you. I'm sure you've all seen this terrible cover. I don't know what it is about Meghan staring directly at the lens for everything. Like it's very jarring, you know. It's like she's trying to
jump scare us.
Something. It looks really weird. It's obviously super filtered and, you know, whatever. But okay, let's just get right into this.
Nice little paycheck for her, people.
Meghan Markle's most intimate interview in years. Harry, the kids, and getting real about her learning curve. Exclusive. Now, again, we have said this on the show before. If the fires hadn't happened in LA, what would she have put out? This to me is so strange because if the fires hadn't happened, she would have just came out of the gate with ARO.
Yeah.
She wouldn't have had all this weird publicity.
She wouldn't have had time to edit.
Yeah.
Maybe she means learning curve in the palace?
I don't know. Let's just find out what this crap says. Meghan Markle is curled. Oh, God.
Oh, no.
Man. I can already see where this is going.
God.
Meghan Markle is curled up in bed with her sleeping 5-year-old son on a recent winter evening in Montecito, California. With her phone in hand, she catches up on emails finalizing details for the launch of her renamed lifestyle brand, As Ever, and her new show, Netflix series, With Love, Meghan. Her husband, Prince Harry, is still in Vancouver wrapping up the Invictus Games. Well, that now makes sense why someone was able to come and interview her, because he's gone. So
yeah.
That's usually when
He's
does
not
stuff.
In town.
Exactly. Meghan had joined him for several days, during which she stayed in close touch with her mother, Doria, checking in on Archie and Betty, who had gotten sick, and making sure they were seen by the doctor and sipping bone broth.
Oh, like Gwyneth Paltrow sips bone broth.
Yes. Now she's savoring the stillness at home with Archie as he stirs awake, sleepily telling her, "Mama, don't work too hard."
What? How old is he?
5.
You're telling me a 5-year-old is going to go, "Mama, don't work too hard."
Guys,
No.
Our mom
No.
coached our softball team. Our dad was the coach of our basketball team. My dad ran a very successful business. My mom was the PTA president. At no time did I ever look up at my mom
and dad.
Tell them, yeah, don't work too hard,
Mama.
You know why? Because kids don't understand stuff like that.
Mom and dad never showed distress.
Mom and dad work for you in your mind. When you're that age,
yeah.
They're just here for you. That's it. That's what parents are for at that age. That's all you know. Recalling the moment to People a few days later, the Duchess of Sussex says, "It was the sweetest thing."
Oh.
Like any entrepreneur, Meghan has tackled the hard work of launching a new business, but unlike most, she has done so under an intense spotlight. In March 2024, her initial brand name, American Riviera Orchard,
why don't they just say her failed brand name? Why initial?
Well, because obviously they're not.
Ridiculous. Her failed brand, American Riviera Orchard.
This is People magazine stuff. 1 month later, jars of jam with the brand's logo began circulating among pals like Chrissy Teigen
and Mindy
Kaling. Then came a pause as anticipation grew. There was never any anticipation.
There was no pause. People just didn't put it up on their Instagram.
Prove us wrong that there was any anticipation for this.
There was none.
Questions arose about when the products would be available, while behind the scenes she navigated trademark issues.
Oh yeah, that was the problem.
There are tons of twists and turns, even with the name, she says in her most intimate interviews in years. I was figuring it out in real time. Here's another thing, because Sussex Squad, they are saying, well, a lot of people that have opinions on this and the trademark have never actually done anything in their life.
Do they have that
to
face
do that.
too
No,
when they're
no,
doing it?
but yes. No, but it bothered me because it's like, they're like, well, they've never made anything else. Just like, you know what? Hello, look up Picture Perfect, look up NNS Photo, and look up the name Kirk Sidley. And yes, we know what we're talking about when it comes to trademarks, building a business. And no, you don't take it step by step and then launch something and then go, well, I can then redo. No, you have to have all your ducks in a row before you even go out there.
You need to establish trust with the public. That's how you build a business.
Yeah. And although she has faced intense public scrutiny at every step, Meghan says the experience has been defined by growth. I appreciate everyone who gave me the grace to make mistakes and figure it out, and also to be forgiving with myself through that. It's a learning curve. Okay, again, if the fires hadn't happened, what would she have done?
And also, you have to remember, if all of those 50 people actually Instagrammed her jam scam, there would have been no name change. She's trying to say, oh, thank you for giving me the grace to make mistakes. No, you failed at this. Stop calling it a mistake.
Yeah, it's not a mistake.
You didn't go back to the drawing board and go, you know what? I'm not happy with this. You failed at something. People didn't like the product because it was crap. And that's not like you learn nothing. Now you're just coming out with more BS.
Exactly. There she is with Guy. God. These pictures were taken last year, obviously, by that Jake Rosenberg, who did that shot of her on Instagram. As Meghan builds her brand, she also continues to expand her life in Montecito. 5 years have passed since she and Harry made the seismic decision to step back from their royal roles in the UK and chart their own path, but their titles remain. Well, then how are they charting their own path with those titles?
Yeah, they've been in Montecito for how many years, and their neighbors still hate them?
Meghan says the Sussex name bestowed upon her and Harry by Queen Elizabeth.
You keep her name out of your damn mouth.
2018 wedding day holds a deeper significance than she could have imagined before motherhood.
Wait, what?
Oh, God.
You would think after being a mother, then you'd want to just go by Meghan and your husband's last name.
Or just be a more respectful person
or maybe
in general.
Humble.
Yeah. It's our shared name as a family.
No, it's not.
And I guess I hadn't recognized how meaningful that would be to me until we had children.
She is so full of crap.
She's such a liar because they named Archie Mountbatten Windsor when he was born.
She's full of crap. Right now, what she's doing is saying, I'm not getting rid of those titles because without those titles, I am nothing.
Yeah, and she's just sticking it to them. I love that is something that Archie, Betty, H, and I all have together. It means a lot to me. So everybody does that. You're not special. What do? I go around going, Mom and Dad, I'm so glad we got that last name together. Thank God. The Sussex name, she adds, is part of our love story.
Oh no, it's part of your con. It's part of your scam.
Now, with her new series debuting March 4th on Netflix, she is sharing her personal passions, including cooking, hostessing, and decorating, with her biggest audience yet. That remains to be seen.
It's called hate watching.
When your children get to a certain age, when you're not just playing in the sandbox with them, but almost playing in your own sandbox again, it's super joyful, she says.
Joy!
As a woman, a mom, and a wife, to be able to find yourself again in a way that was always present, but that you maybe couldn't put as much attention on as you now can when your kids are a little bit older, is a wonderful feeling. Which one is it? Are they little and they don't really enjoy things as much because they're little, or are they now old enough that she can now just let them run free? Well, and she get like, which one is it?
They're old enough to tackle on issues like landmines.
That's true. Although the couple's 2022 Netflix docuseries, the record-breaking Harry and Meghan famously pulled back the curtain on their struggles within the royal family, this time there's no mention of anything royal. Okay.
Wait, what?
Harry himself makes only a fleeting appearance in the final episode, but his presence was felt behind the scenes. Whenever Harry visited the set, he was always super polite and friendly, a crew member tells people, but it was clear he wanted this to be Meghan's moment to shine.
AKA, he wanted out as soon as possible.
Nothing to do with it. Returning to her roots. Meghan's 8 episodes. Oh, God. 8 episodes.
See, it starts at 9 o'clock on the west coast of America tonight.
I know that, Stephanie.
So we got to watch 8 of these?
I don't know if I can't get through all this. Meghan's 8-episode lifestyle show sees her cooking, crafting, and gardening with friends and chefs while sharing personal stories and recipes, a natural extension of her pre-royal life. No. In 2014, while filming Suits in Toronto, she launched the TIG, a blog on food, travel, and wellness. That's true. At least she's being honest
that
there.
No one knew about.
And when we say food, we mean she used to take pictures of food she would eat.
Toast.
Yeah. Years ahead of the influencer boom. That is a lie.
That's
2014.
2014 was ahead of the You're telling me you were the first influencer?
That is such a lie.
What is just wrong? Like, see, this is exactly the this is what gets herself in trouble.
It's so easy to prove.
There were other content creators before you, Meghan, in 2014. Way before 2014.
Way before.
She's just taking all the credit.
As her relationship with Harry deepened, she shut it down in 2017 and later deleted her Instagram before joining royal life. How hard was it to let go? Well, I love the TIG, but I certainly love my husband more, she says.
Yeah, the husband.
That's why she was dropping hints on Instagram constantly.
But I certainly love my fame even more.
Yes. So that was a choice I made at the time, and I wouldn't change that for a second.
Then why are you changing it now?
Exactly. Why are
you changing up the recipe of your love story? Why not just live in Montecito, have your husband go bring home the bacon, and then you just live your normal life in your sandbox? What are you doing?
Now, I know what Meghan's going to try to pull. She's going to try to pull that whole, the royal family made me give up my acting.
Yes.
They made me give up the TIG. Back in 2021 for Vanity Fair, that Aaron Vanderhoof, who's like one of the biggest squatties ever, wrote, "Why did the royals tell Meghan Markle she should keep acting? In fairness to the royal family, in fairness to the Queen, she did give them the opportunity to go wherever they pleased." And this is Andrew Morton saying it. And also, they did say to Meghan, if you don't want to embrace royal duties full time, please be our guest and continue your acting career. Those opportunities were open to her. They never made her leave the TIG. They weren't going to say, if you keep your Instagram page, you can't marry into the family.
They never said that.
They never said that. Meghan, in her crazy head, thought she was going to be the second coming of Diana. She's really, I think, in her head,
through social media.
But she thought she was going to do it through social media, like Stephanie said. And it just didn't work out that way because she just isn't that interesting at the end of the day.
She really is boring.
She is boring.
Like, really boring.
Yeah. Harry is now loving watching Meghan step back into her creative groove. She's been trying to do this for how many years? Oh my God.
Now he loves it.
So she wasn't in her creative groove when she did Archetypes? Like what?
No, the podcast didn't matter. The children's books didn't matter. None of that mattered.
Okay. Charity doesn't matter.
Charity didn't matter. ARO didn't matter. Nothing.
My husband met me when I had the TIG, and I see this spark in his eye when he sees me doing the thing that I am doing when he first met me, she says.
Wait, hanging out at the Soho House? Maybe she's hanging out at the Soho House again.
Yeah, because that's what he saw.
That's what he met.
Yeah,
right?
I
don't know about this TIG thing.
I'm about 99% sure that Harry never clicked onto the TIG and read one blog.
Or watch Suits.
Yeah. Even though the activities on her new show feel familiar to Meghan's longtime followers, the filming pushed her beyond the comfort zone she knew from her 7 seasons on Suits. Well, because she probably has more clothes on, hopefully, in this Netflix thing.
I would hope so. Hopefully more clothes than Nigeria.
Yeah. I was never really in front of the camera like this, she says. Yeah, we know. Like, you really didn't have a big part.
You had a few scenes here and there.
Reflecting on the legal drama, which became one of Netflix's most streamed shows in 2023, she adds, "It's a time capsule for me. I still have the pencil skirt from the first episode. That's the one thing I kept." No, you kept more than that.
That's the one thing I stole.
She remains close to co-stars like Abigail Spencer. Yeah. That's the only one.
Wait, she was really on that show, Abigail?
I don't know. I swear, I have never seen Suits ever.
I don't even remember.
And is excited to see the upcoming Suits LA on Peacock. I love that it gets a new breath of fresh air. Her new show isn't a traditional stand and stir format. An industry term Meghan learned during filming to describe most cooking shows. It feels as though we're just spending time together, which is what it ended up being. So a lot like Pamela Anderson's show, Meghan. Is that what you're saying?
It's all about family and friends.
I'd make a recipe and say, everyone try this. And there are certain dishes where you just watch everyone flock in. I'd say, we've run out of spoons. It ended up feeling so communal. And that's the spirit of the show. Wow, she is so groundbreaking, Stephanie.
I mean, the community aspect of it, wow.
Having people try her food on the show, that's amazing.
And she's really getting influencers to boom.
Yeah. Ads director Michael Steed, who previously worked on the Emmy-winning series Anthony Bourdain, Parts Unknown. Yeah, see, I mean, oh, God. The fact that he would lift oh, God.
Well, that was on CNN, right?
It was on the Food Network and or the Travel Channel, and then CNN ended up buying it.
Okay, I just wanted to know the correlation there with Netflix.
Everyone has this one version of her, but she's just someone who is hustling and working and doing. I genuinely wanted to create an environment where she could relax. And I know the pressures of what she deals with on a daily basis. I was happy that we created scenes where she could tap into that part of her life.
That's when he's looking at her and she's dancing.
Yeah.
She's going like this.
Yeah.
I just wanted her to just calm down and relax. So she started, dancing an Irish jig.
Along with featuring her domestic skills, With Love Meghan also highlights her own product line. Here we go.
No.
Which will be available on asever.com.
I'm sure it will.
I mean, just look at just the website, just how it looks. Doesn't that just even look weird? Like, it's just not flattering to the eyes.
It's not. It doesn't draw anyone in.
No. Meghan has hinted that her signature jam will be among the offerings set to launch this spring. People are going to forget about your dumb show by the spring. Oh my gosh. You should have done it now. Also launching this spring, her new podcast with Lemonada Media. Ugh. I'm going to say this right now. You're hearing this first. I don't think that's going to happen. I just don't. She's back on Instagram too for the first time in years. When I was last on social media, boomerang was the thing, she says.
It still is. Like, what are you talking? It's Instagram.
Instagram stories didn't even exist, so it's been a minute. Meghan, you've been on Instagram.
You're such a
Meghan,
liar.
you never went off Instagram. You know the account you have right now. That's been on there for years.
Yeah, you've been watching all of us. You've been doing all of it. You had ARO. I mean, give me a break.
Despite the intense focus of her return to Instagram, where her 2 million followers analyze everything from her outfits to the plates she uses, Meghan doesn't identify as an influencer. I see myself as an entrepreneur and a female founder, she says.
She doesn't do any charity work.
And if the brand ends up influential, then that's great. Okay, so she doesn't want you guys thinking that she's trying to influence you into buying anything. She's not going to, place any products like, I don't know, yesterday with the Candyland thing. It's just going to be entrepreneurship and being a female founder. And if she happens to sell a couple things from our place or Pottery
all
Barn,
the better.
And although the show paints a picture of domestic bliss with Meghan,
it's a joke. This is a joke.
With Meghan slow cooking berries from her garden. It's not her garden, but okay. She doesn't consider herself a trad wife, shorthand for traditional wife either. Trust me, neither do we.
We don't think that either.
I like being able to do a hybrid, she says. Chinese food delivery is a favorite, but even when I get takeout, I will try to plate it beautifully.
So do
I. God, we all do. What do you think?
I got Nancy a Subway sandwich the other day. Did I plate it
Meghan,
for you?
what do you
I put
think?
the chips down for her, her pickles in a row.
Does she think like we order food like normal people and we just like eat it out of the box like
you eat it out of troughs like pigs. That's what the common people do.
Beautifully
plate the plate of Chinese food. So everybody watch my show so you can look how I take the Chinese food out of the box.
Plate things. She encourages others to strive for balance, not perfection. Well, we know that, Meghan. Don't worry.
We're on it.
Despite her show's beautiful imagery, the series is about doing what you can do, she says, and doing it with love.
Aww.
That outlook was first noticed by a friend who visited the set and came up with the name of the show. Their takeaway was they were so happy to see me as myself. Meghan says, she said, it's like your love letter to all the things you've loved to do. And if you're signing off a love letter, it's with love, Meghan. It felt right. And I love that my friend helped create it. She's throwing her friend under the bus.
Like if this
so she can change it again.
And also if it fails, someone else did it.
Yeah. And that way she can just change it.
She's got all her ducks in a row for failure.
Receiving that kind of feedback from her friends who have quietly supported her through the challenges of recent years
quietly
has been meaningful.
Quietly?
You have to imagine my friends' experience through the past few years, she says. They spend all this time with me at home and at their houses or out at dinners. For them to see who they know to be reflected on screen, it brought them a lot of joy.
Oh, I'm glad that you could bring so much joy to your friends' lives.
Yay. Her private world in Montecito, the Montecito community who have gotten to know her from school drop-offs and play dates with Archie and Betty have become essential. See, she's trying to cover everything that the Vanity Fair article said about her. I mean, this is
in a People magazine article.
So obvious.
In a tabloid magazine.
We hosted a little camp because winter break was long, she says with a laugh. We had several days with different families at our home, and we were able to get to know the parents better, and all the kids could play. Meghan and Harry set up obstacle courses and face painting. It's a dream, she says, but I also know that being part of a community means you put effort into it. Look how she is sucking up to the Montecito community.
She's just leaving Culver City behind.
In the process, Meghan says Montecito has become protective of the Sussexes. Oh, this is starting to get delicious.
I don't recall any of the neighbors wanting to protect her.
Once you know us, I think you want us to have the same normalcy as parents and for our children as they do, despite however unique our situation is. You're the one who has made it unique.
You've made it hell.
Nobody would care that you live there.
Nobody wants that in their community. It's Montecito. That's where the billionaires live.
They don't care. For Meghan, normal looks like nights out with Harry and pals. We go to a lot of dinners, and not just in people's homes or private rooms. We just go into the restaurant.
Wait, what?
I really love that we can just go out for fun.
So she's trying to normalize herself when no one, the lady doth protest too much.
Meghan, of course you go to dinner and just go into a normal dining room. Why would you go into a private room?
Why would anyone want you in a private room?
You're not royalty. You're nothing. You're not anything.
You're in America. God. What's wrong? She's delusional.
Yeah. Her friendships with other moms have grown beyond school ties into deeper connections. I have a couple of girlfriends up here. These are stay-at-home moms and working women with normal jobs, not in the public eye, she explains. She went from just connecting through our kids to having girls' night out and doing Pilates together.
Oh, God.
I mean, there's nothing special about
She's doing
this.
Pilates like the Kardashians did it. She's
One
doing everything 5 years
confidant
late.
recalls how they first connected when Archie and her daughter became fast friends at school. Meghan reached out with a voicemail inviting her to a play date.
How is this interesting?
Nothing.
How is this interesting at all?
We're idiots reading it. You could see that as a unit, the friend says of the Sussexes, they're all very connected. After her son's recent surgery, the friend recalled.
Oh, come on.
Meghan sent a bouquet of balloons and a stuffed octopus from Archie and Betty with a handwritten note that said, "We thought you could use a hug with 8 arms."
Why are you telling us
How
this?
do we know any of this? And when Meghan was invited to her low-key birthday party at home, she showed up despite not knowing anyone else and chatted with the other women about mom stuff.
Wow.
Whoa!
She is so brave.
She's so normal.
She walked into a party without knowing anyone.
It was just fun and natural. She was just comfortable, just chilling. This is what I don't understand.
Why are
you guys realize, like, she was only a royal, like, she only worked 72 days.
She's not royalty.
I'm not understanding where this
Our people
elitism is coming
maybe
from.
She's thinking she has to walk into these parties and people have to curtsy to her.
I'm just not understanding this. Meghan embraces life in her community, whether solo or with friends. I go to yoga classes that sometimes have 40 to 50 people in them. Now, Steph, she goes to classes and there are other people in the class.
Wait, there's other people?
But listen to this. And she just walks in and says, "Hi."
She is trying to cosplay Princess Diana like no one's business.
She says, laughing, "Of course, at the beginning, that felt like a lot."
Why?
By the way, I think anybody walking into a yoga class with 50 people and everyone looks up, it's going to feel a little uncomfortable. But now I love it. It's the best.
Oh my God.
I missed it.
I've never.
This is bad.
I have never heard anyone sound so self-serving in my entire life. Pretentious.
This is really bad. Like,
wow.
Seriously. And she wanted this out there. This is bad, guys. We're telling you, like, from
this is not good.
This isn't normal. Like, I know you come on here for, us to talk and entertainment, but we're telling you right now, this is not normal behavior from anybody. The family's sprawling estate is their sanctuary, which is why Meghan chose to film her show in a nearby rental that echoes their own space. It's nothing like their home.
But why not just show us your
What's the point then?
If it's a sanctuary.
I wanted to protect that safe haven, but I'm also going to merch the kids. So watch out, everybody.
Yeah, and also, guys, I want to let you know that now I'm going to Insta story my backyard.
Yes.
So that's our safe haven.
Get ready for that.
Get ready for that. I'm going to show you the whole backyard.
We're a close-knit family, and I love those moments. Putting Betty down for a nap, having lunch together, having sacred time together at the end of the day. Our kitchen is where Mama just cooks for the family. And with a crew of 80-plus people, that's a lot of people to have in your house. But don't worry, she will be filming everything inside her house with her iPhone.
Yes.
So don't worry about that.
We will get to see the sanctuary.
Yes. The show also gives Meghan a chance to put her kid-friendly meals to the test. I'm up before my kids are, so I'm normally up at 6:30, and then I get them up and dressed for the day. What a trooper.
Well, she still has her wine buzz on.
And we go downstairs, she says. I love making breakfast for my family. My husband and Archie both love fried eggs, she says. There's a lot of bacon around here. And then sometimes you don't have time for all that. And you just put a frozen waffle in the toaster and call it a day. And there's no shame in that either. Nobody said there was, Meghan. Not surprisingly, Meghan identifies food as one of her love languages.
Oh,
Even
God.
before I was a mom, I love being able to nurture in that way. She says, some of my favorite childhood moments are the meals that my mom would make. Yeah, right. She'd make a lot of soul food. I don't think so. I remember she'd taken a Thai cooking class. So every week we had Thai barbecue. I'm going to have to say that's a big no too.
Where are those pictures?
Building a legacy.
No.
While she may not have filmed inside their home, she found ways to incorporate home life into the show, filming in their chicken coop, garden, and orchard. Archie did the filming clapboard. Sweet moment, she says. They would also come with my husband and visit me on set. I thought you didn't want them around all those people, but okay.
Yeah. I thought 80 plus people was too much.
Yeah, maybe just in their home. And I love that my children were able to watch me working and see the balance of that and understand what mama does and is working to create and share. And it really is special because up until then, they hadn't seen me at work. That's the last time they're going to see. I mean, as far as Netflix goes, we're, like I said, we've called it a million times on this show and other YouTubers. Netflix is cutting this chick
The
loose.
end of the road.
This is the end of the road for her on Netflix. She can do whatever she wants on Instagram.
Yeah, do whatever you want.
But I'm telling you, there's no way Netflix is going to stay
it's like Spotify,
attached.
you know, they're going to let you loose.
The crew member recalls how Archie and Betty would run up to Meghan on set. She was super attentive and doting on them.
Well, what was she going to do? Slap them around?
I know.
What's wrong with you guys? Why are we? It's like the bare minimum.
We would give them headphones so they could listen to the audio. Adds Meghan, I hope that when they get old enough, they feel really proud that they were part of the beginning of this with me. Oh man, I mean, they're gonna be.
You're gonna have
something.
A lot of therapy.
Yeah,
a lot of therapy.
The landing page of asever.com features a photo of Meghan and Betty hand in hand in their backyard, surrounded by trees. Having her daughter on the site was especially meaningful for Meghan. Being able to have my own little girl, as I've spent so much of my life championing the rights of girls and women. No, you haven't.
You hate women.
You have not been doing that. Prove that you have been doing that. Please prove it.
Not Girls Inc.
No.
Because we already proved you wrong on that.
And not the Rwanda thing, not the India thing.
Something
and
substantial.
Not the 11-year-old thing.
Yeah.
Anything else. And to be able to see this as a multi-generational story, Archie is, of course, included in that. My husband is, of course, included in that. But I love the heritage feeling of it and knowing this is something that I can create in front of my daughter and teach her what it's like to be a working mom. You're going to do what the Kardashians are doing. You're going to show her that everything is on a phone. That she's going to be obsessed with screens.
She's going to be obsessed with her looks.
Oh my God.
She's going to be obsessed with filters.
The angles, put an angle so we can see the board game.
How much you weigh. It's going to be a lot for that kid.
Yeah. Life in Montecito has settled into a comfortable rhythm for Meghan and Harry.
Yeah.
When she's not filming, afternoons are marked by what they lovingly call day dates.
Oh, God.
Well, because Harry doesn't work. I mean, what else is he going to do? Where they share a quiet lunch together. In true parent fashion, the evenings include nightcap recaps.
Yeah, I'm sure. What was your pit? What was your peak, Nancy?
Yeah, what's the pit and peak of your day? Unwinding with a drink as they chat about their day and make lunch boxes. Okay, so you spend all day together, you have lunch together, and then you spend the night talking about your day together?
So you're with each other 24 hours drinking?
I'm
on day dates?
So
she's day drinking, and then she's night drinking,
Yes.
and then she's packing lunches drunk.
Yes.
Good for her.
I think all parents in this phase with kids the same age know it's rinse and repeat, she says. If there's time, they'll catch up on TV together. We love Shrinking. We just finished Black Doves, and we're excited for the new season of The White Lotus, she says. Reflecting on the past 5 years since their move, Meghan acknowledges how much is different. 5 years ago, Archie was only 8 or 9 months. I don't really know because I didn't really carry him, allegedly. So my life has changed so much, she says, recounting her motherhood journey, welcoming a newborn, being pregnant, allegedly, while raising a toddler, and now raising both Archie and Betty. Anyone who has children will tell you it's a huge evolution as a woman during that time.
We know, but you're not reinventing the wheel here.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? This happens every day to women.
This is the thing, Meghan. about influencers and what you want to do in this space. You have to be special. There's nothing special that you're giving us right now
No.
to make us want to watch this.
I want to fall asleep.
I'm exhausted. As she looks ahead to the next 5 years or even 10 years, she's open to what's to come. Can you imagine this just being the beginning? Life is full of surprises, she says. And my gosh, in 10 years, Archie will be driving
the heck away from you.
Yes. This is the cover. This is the inside pictures. She is she has 3 different hats. They all look the same, but they are different. Here she is, because I know, I usually wear jewelry like that when I pick carrots. And we got to have this one. That's important.
That shirt.
Yep. And there is Sweet Guy. But yeah.
I have a question, Megan. Why, when you have a show coming out on Netflix, this is your premiere tomorrow, okay? We're all so in anticipation over this. Why are you not doing press for it? Why are you not sitting down in a hotel room and having the AP come in with different publications, people sitting down with you, and you discussing the show?
She did do press for it.
Why are you just doing People magazine?
She did do press. She did.
What she did?
Remember the day they did the Candyland thing?
Yeah.
Her and Serena went over to TWiN.
I was just trying to say that.
Yeah, there's her press right there. So if you guys haven't already seen, the same day that Serena had to take those pictures with Betty and Meghan, it looks like Ari Emanuel was like, now you got to go to lunch.
I know, but I'm just trying to say she's definitely controlling her own narrative by not answering questions.
I hear you.
Yeah.
Yes. Now, obviously, this was taken by Backgrid. Duh. As someone who grew up idolizing the Williams sisters, I mean, this is hard to watch.
Fall from grace.
It's hard to watch Serena behind her.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to watch her direct Serena.
Yep.
Here she is saying hi to somebody, and she's trying to show that she knows the people of Montecito. They're friends. They love her. It's just,
they actually just wanted to meet Serena.
I would.
I mean, that's what I got from the pictures.
Now, I don't want to meet Serena anymore because I'm done. I have given this woman chance after chance. I loved her during the Super Bowl. I thought that was great. But oh my God, I am so done with her.
I just can't. I tried with the SBs. I can't do it anymore.
I can't accept the fact that this iconic athlete is just letting this woman walk in front of her and just be the boss.
Manhandle her.
I don't like it.
But I did read somewhere.
Look at that.
I did read somewhere that narcissists like to grab people and touch them and direct them because it's just a sign of control. Like, I read that in a book somewhere.
I mean, I'm imagining Venus at home just wanting to just...
I was thinking about that. Guys, Nancy and I are sisters, okay? We've had this happen to us maybe a few times, okay? A third person wants to come in to our sisterhood, and they want to be like one of our best friends, and they latch on to just one of us. And they'll go around, let's say Facebook. Back then there was MySpace, and they'll say, you know, Stephanie's my best friend. She's like my sister. Now that will bug Nancy. Not because she's mad at the other girl, but because there is this protective barrier that sisters and best friends have with each other. Venus is not going to take this line down. What's going on here? Am I wrong?
I mean,
have you not done that before?
Oh, of course. No, you totally make sense. Do you think Serena knew that she was going to get photographed coming out of this
I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't know.
I don't know.
Hard
to watch, man.
I mean, I'm reading up on it last night. I looked into it. Candyland is owned by Landmark Entertainment Group, which produces virtual reality. Serena Williams' husband is in the tech world for VR. It makes sense now why.
So Hasbro isn't.
They bought it out. Landmark Entertainment Group bought it out.
Okay.
And they primarily work in virtual reality.
And he's in talks with another partner of his to buy TikTok.
Yeah, you said that.
So
they're listen, if you actually see that and go, that's a real friendship, then you're a little cuckoo up here.
Okay, guys. So the last teaser was put out for Meghan's show.
I haven't even seen it because I was
Steph has not seen it.
I've been gone all morning.
You guys, how teasers work, we've explained this before. This is supposed to draw you in. This is like the trailer of a movie. They actually pay people to just do the trailers and teasers for TV shows. They're special people.
Remember the trailer for Moulin Rouge? Our heads exploded.
Oh, for Titanic.
Oh, God.
Just everything. Yeah, I know. And you know, like anything. Like you're like, oh, I got to go see that
Squid
movie.
Game.
Just anything.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's going to be good. This is the teaser that they want you to end with. They've already put out, what, 2 teasers?
I think
this
so,
is the last one, okay? Meghan is putting fruit on a platter.
Bottom of the ninth.
This is it. Here we go.
You see where our rainbow is coming together here? And you don't have to do a big platter of this. You could do this with one small row for your kids for breakfast, genuinely, and it makes the morning a lot more fun. But can I just show you if you just made one? Just a little morning plate.
She's cutting raspberries in half.
Why is she asking them?
It's so
permission, and then she merches. Do you see she merches the silk chamoose skirt?
Yeah. It's a real delight in being able to be a present parent. And it's a luxury sometimes because we all have to work. We all have a lot of stuff to do. But when you can take a minute to just...
Saturday morning.
Yeah. Finding the fun in those moments makes for a really sweet start to the weekend. We could do a little dollop of yogurt as our clouds. Flour sprinkles, if we must. It doesn't need to be big for a party. It's how you incorporate these practices every day.
That is the best Netflix can put out. That was it. Have you ever seen anything so boring in your life?
Her voice is boring. Like, it's monotone. It's like,
does the director just talk?
Why is he talking like Saturday night? Yeah. You said she sounds all like yeah.
Who needs somebody to talk with them in the kitchen? That's not
Martha Stewart talks by herself. The Barefoot Countess does it. I watch all those Food Network things all the time.
Guys, I'm sorry. That was awful. I have never seen anything so horrible in my life, and I can't believe we have to freaking watch this.
Because everybody's so busy. But we're all so busy. Because I'm busy being a duchess.
I don't think I've ever seen anybody cut blueberries in half before.
Or raspberries.
That is, guys, that is weird, especially for small children. That is strange and messy.
I don't remember my grandma ever making me a fruit birthday cake, ever.
Yeah, I know.
With blueberries and strawberries.
Everyone did.
I don't remember that ever.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, I do. You know why? Because
grandma did.
Yeah,
everyone did.
Everyone's
did that.
grandmother did that.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my God. Okay,
no.
so Daniel Martin, yay!
Oh, Daniel.
I think because I know her so well, and I know she doesn't deserve all this negative press.
Daniel was in Times Square. Yay!
I love watching him be happy, though.
Me too. I'm so happy
Yay,
for him.
Daniel.
Yay, Daniel!
Go, Daniel, go.
Daniel put that up on his Instagram page.
Please come on the show, Daniel. When all this crumbles down to the ground, please, God.
We'll be your friend.
We'll be your friend forever. You're so fun.
I know. He's so funny. Like, do you think he knows he's funny? Or do you think because he's probably like all his friends are probably like, oh my God, he's the funny one of the group, obviously.
Yeah.
Because
I think he knows he's funny.
And I know she doesn't deserve all this negative press.
That is the best comedy I've ever seen. Like, how does he do that? Do you think he had a script before?
I feel like he's like kind of a genius where you just sort of like it just comes out of him.
So the fact that he did that deadpan is brilliant.
Yeah.
I mean, my boyfriend is a comedian. He's in comedy, and to have an actor do that is amazing. Like, I know it's really hard to find someone to do that. So Daniel is amazing. What a talent. What a talent. Amazing.
Can we strike this for you?
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, we promised you that we would sing End of the Road once again. We put the lyrics in the description below because you asked us to from the live yesterday. And so everyone hopefully can sing along. This is for you, Harry and Meghan. And this is for
Daniel Martin.
Daniel Martin.
Yeah.
I believe so too.
Yeah.
I love you, Daniel.
Boys to Men.
Boys to Men, ABC, BBD. Okay. End of the Road. Dedicated to Meghan and Harry.
Girl.
You belong in prison. And you know that I'm right. Why did you play with my queen? Why did you play with Harry's mind? Said you'd serve the UK. Said you'd work day and night. How could you love them then leave them forever? That's not right. Well, you moved to LA to become a huge star that went to New York with a catastrophic car. Nothing you said has ever been the truth. Spinning our brains into mush. Meghan, we've come to the end of the road. You just have to let go. Everything has failed. Podcast, children's books, and a Netflix deal. Girl, you never really loved Harry. It's pretty clear in all our eyes.
Yeah.
You've dated so many men before him. It's a crime. Maybe we'd forgive you.
No, we won't.
If you would just admit you lied.
She never will.
You clearly married a royal for Instagram and to spy. Please just tell us the truth and stop branding yourself. Cooking and baking plus stocking your shelf. No one will buy your gross strawberry jam. Give up your titles and scams. Meghan, we've come to the end of the road. You just have to let go. Everything has failed. Podcast, children's books, and a Netflix deal.
Today's animal rescue. Today's animal rescue is Whiskers Animal Rescue and Sanctuary. They are located in South Carolina. We're featuring them today because there are a lot of fires going on right now in South Carolina, and we want to make sure that all the animals get located into loving homes. They save animals from high kill shelters, and they also provide fostering. They do medical treatment. They do spay and neutering. This place is great. Please go take a look at their website. We're putting it in the description box below. Share them with friends and family. It really does make a difference.
All right, guys. Well, we will see you tomorrow. Don't forget to add some mint to elevate tonight. Put it anywhere you'd like. I know I will be putting it on my popcorn. All right. Well, we love you so much, and we will see you soon. This is the countdown, man. This is it. We love you so much.
We'll see you very soon.
Don't watch it. We will watch it for you.
Yes.
Love
Bye, guys.
you. Mwah.